Hello and welcome back to Sweet Transit. Last episode we set up this warehouse that we call Warehouse Long right here. I'm gonna rename this and I'm gonna call it Warehouse Oil. Probably Diesel would make more sense. Diesel. Let's call it Warehouse Diesel. That should be more accurate than any of the other words that we have been using for all this. And it's actually doing really well with the fuel. I've been letting the game run for a little bit now and it's looking surprisingly well. We've been struggling a little bit the last few episodes, but now we're back on track, I have to say. I have some issues with my mouse today, so if you see kinda scrolling doing this, that's not an issue with the game, it's an issue with my hardware. I have already requested for a new mouse, so hopefully we will get that sooner rather than later. Something with the scroll wheel, it keeps scrolling up when I'm scrolling down and things like that, so that's fun. Buy Razer peripherals and that's what you get. Nah, it's a great mouse, but it's annoying when things doesn't really work for you. So, the game just crashed. That's good. Okay, I think we're back. Let's try this again. We changed this one to diesel instead. Because this episode, what we are going to do is we are going to build out the other side of this warehouse. So we're using these longer trains here. We're going to build out the other side of it, and we're going to use that for wood. That's the plan. Hopefully that's going to work out quite well. To do that, we need to do a few things. First off, I have kind of started a little bit down here at the wood production. Haven't really done too much, but you can see that there is some like weird stuff here because I rearranged the trees a little bit, so we have the space so we can actually extend this wood production a little bit more. I think I'm gonna start trying to run it without any buffer. I think with the bigger trains we might be able to get away with that. At least that's my hope. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove these, and then I'm going to remove this one when he passes. And I'm gonna start building once all of this is empty. And I think that should be pretty good. Then we can just delete this. So the idea here is that we're not only going to extend it like the length of it, we're also gonna make it a little bit wider, I think. Because we still have some space to do that. I just wish you could actually leave as well. How about that? So we can actually go a couple more stations out, which would be pretty good. I don't really know how many stations we can go, but I mean, if I do this, it's not actually that many. You can do one more here. I kind of want to keep this as tight as possible and see if we can fit in as many as possible right here. So, yeah, that seems to be the best we can do here. And then we get one more lane in there. So we get an extra, what is that, 3 lanes? Yeah. 3 extra railroads, and I think that's going to help us quite a bit when it comes to loading and unloading. We're still going to have the issue with only 2 outputs, but with the bigger trains, it's going to take longer to actually load up the trains as well. So it's going to make more sense to have large trains. But yeah, the game is struggling at the moment, to say the least. To say the least. So you are gonna go here. There. That will cover that. I think actually what we do... So I put 5 on the inner one, but this is actually one of the ones that loads faster. So what we probably want to do is this instead, and then have you guys combine into this, and then have you go like that. I think that would make more sense, and then head over here with you guys. And yeah, we're not having issue with wood right now, but wood is one of those things that eventually you have too little of it, and then you just completely screwed for a while. So I'm trying to be a little bit predictive here and trying to avoid that, so we don't end up in a situation where we don't have anything and then we need everything. So we're gonna go with 4 on this route, and we're gonna go with 5 on this guy. The reason for that, again, is because the outside one actually loads at half the speed as all of the other rails. So it will not put as much strain on it. That should do it. And then we just need to extend this. I'm just gonna do like 20 here, because these trains are almost 40 tiles long anyway. So if we do 20, that's more than enough. You guys, will you be standing here? Okay. I think that will be good enough for them to make it into here at least. There we go. And then we just need to upgrade these trains to become a little bit bigger. And yeah, you can see the impact of doing just this small change here. We just dropped instantly in wood, which is just crazy. I guess we can upgrade our passenger trains now to the good ones. Okay, so that is the wood itself. Wood is now available and can be delivered in way higher quantities. We are running low right now, but that's actually because of the personnel. We don't have anyone producing very efficiently. And that should be fixed once we get the personnel out from over here. So, wherever they are. There we have one wood. It's another wood. There should be one here. And this is probably also one. Yeah. So we have a lot of wood trains coming in. We just need them to actually make it here. So, next up. This part. We want to have this more or less. No. This. And my idea is that I'm gonna take that and I'm literally just gonna stamp it down, flipped, right here somewhere. And I think that is going to be kind of good. Few things we need to do to be able to do that. First, we're gonna have to straighten this out so it goes straight over here instead. And I'm curious if I want to use this guy, this intersection for wood, or if I would like to bring something out from maybe over here and then bring them over there. I think that would be the better way to do it, but let's start by straightening this. That should at least make this a little bit easier to see how we want to do it. So those are the ones that goes that way. You're coming there. How do I get you out of here? So we need these guys to go over to this somehow. Which means that we should probably have you go like this. And into there. And like that. That will allow them both to enter onto that ramp at least. And then they can change train there. That should be fine. Yeah. Wait, what? Do all of these go the same direction? Yeah, they all kinda... Oh, okay. So... Don't need these. Because these are going to go here. There we go. That should allow us to get onto any of these two routes, regardless from where they come here. I keep deleting these trains that are the small ones when they are holding back a bigger diesel train, because I want to be able to use the large trains in as big amount as possible. We're gonna have to redo these as well. So these are going to, instead of going here, they are going to go a bit further out to the right, preferably right here actually. Okay, so there we have two of those intersections, which should be able to also start taking care of wood. So if we add wood here, do think that we should be able to do this. The only thing that I'm worrying a little bit about is I don't really want them to go into here if they don't have anything here to do. So if we force you guys to, let's see, we force this one to be route wood. So wood to warehouse, limit, and then we'll force this one to be the diesel warehouse. Oh, we're actually low on steel right now. Didn't think that was gonna be an issue just yet. Oh well, that's fine. We have more steel, I'm just not delivering that much. So yeah, if we take all of our wood trains, we can actually bring all of those out here instead. So we have a three-way intersection right here. Place those down. So, I decided that I wanted to have a separate intersection for the wood to join on. It is a bit close to this guy, but I can easily move this one down here if I need to, but then it comes kind of close to this instead, so it doesn't really matter what I do. It feels like we're always too close to something. Either way, this kind of separates the wood completely from this intersection as well, which is already close enough to these. So when it comes to the diesel, they're the only ones that can go here. And then we have the wood trains that will go on the other run. And I think I will do the same here. I think I'm just gonna put up these here. I'm gonna tell you to be the wood route. And then we're going to copy you. Please allow us to paste this. Video game developers. There we go. That's the same settings on both of them. It's good. So, if we now take all of our wooden trains and we tell you guys that, hey, if you want to deliver, you should actually do it here. Let's see how that goes. First wooden train comes in. And we're gonna have to upgrade the majority of these to the 11 sized trains as well. So I think as they deliver here, I'm going to upgrade them. I can't upgrade them, I don't have the train that we need. So we need you, and we need... Let's see here. So we're gonna have one of you, and we're gonna have one more of you. Do we need that? I don't think we need that here. On these, we probably can get away with only... and let's see, 38, right? Yeah. And we go wood Save this as a preset. That's a 40 tile long train. Send that out. Something that's especially interesting actually is the fact that we have way less issues now. One of the storages are missing. Are you full? Yeah. Okay. We just built one too much. Just built one too much, that's fine. So, yeah, this is going to be so good. This is gonna be so good. Can we get rid of that wood coal train here as well now then? There it is. Don't need you anymore. Look at this. These massive trains, they're holding 1800. Why are you guys complaining? Why would you not be able to make it to your destination? Do I need to specify this? Do we have multiple diesel? Yeah, we have one that's named large and one that's named small. Okay. So we do name instead, and we do route name diesel. That should allow you guys to leave, right? Yeah, that's the downside when you are fiddling a bunch with trains like this. You very often end up in a situation where you like mess up something small like that. And it has a massive impact because everything is just tanking as soon as you're out of fuel. So are missing. Why are we still having issues with goods here? Didn't we increase the production for drinks? We have more hops, but we don't have enough drinks. Brewery. Beer. Oh, we're actually... I didn't realize that these were using wheat as well. So the issue is that we are out of wheat. Yeah. Isn't it silly how people are complaining about there being farms around them? Like if I had a wheat farm in my neighborhood where I lived, I think that would be kind of dope. Farmers are awesome. And wheat farms are really beautiful as well. At least the land that you grow it on. Like why would you not want to have that around your home? So what's happening with our wood? Somehow we're running out of fuel. Is that an issue of us not having fuel here, or... Probably, right? Yeah. Let's get rid of this. And let's place down some more. Oh, really? Good. Okay. Get rid of that. Let's place these here. So we can have some fuel here as well. And you guys are going to be duplicated. We're gonna have you be diesel warehouse to wood. And we're gonna change that guy to this. That should be pretty good, right? And then we'll just get a train on there. I think a large part of the issue that we're having with wood right now is the fact that a lot of these trains are very short and they're running out of fuel, which is probably the bigger reason as to why we're running out of wood. I think once we get the fuel issues under control, we should be okay. But yeah, they really do use a lot of fuel going here. Should theoretically be possible to go on one round trip, but clearly, because they're making it back with 50%. But it takes longer to go the other direction. It's because they end up in traffic. So yeah. I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit. Let's see if we get all of this to kind of solve itself. I hope so. Hold on, what? Why are these just standing here? Oh, because these are going the wrong way. That would do it. There, that's better. Now then, let's see if we can fix this wood in a decent amount of time. Okay, we're maintaining more and more wood here as I continue upgrading our trains. As you can see, we still have I would still say it's a majority of the trains that are still the small ones. But every now and then one of these big trains comes in and offload and the wood just shoots up at that point. Like we always increase with like 1,000 and then these small trains are only able to kind of maintain whatever we have. So yeah, I think once we have upgraded everything to be these bigger trains, we should see fairly good throughput. I think at some point we're probably going to have to split these up. So we have 2 lanes, because we have 2 lanes going into here. But it all kind of crimps down to 1 here, and I'm not sure. I think once we are full on wood, they will start kind of piling up here. And at that point, we are making enough kind of wood, so we don't really have to worry about it. But for now, we're struggling a little bit still to keep up. It's not too bad though. Could be a lot worse. Is this possible? No, we need 38 grand for that, and we are struggling to make money. I'm not really sure why that is. Our towns are kind of jumping up and down like crazy. Mogadishu right now, for example, is tanking like no other. And it's kind of hard to identify what it is. I think it's in regards to clothing. I think that's what the issue is, but I don't know, we have clothing coming in here. Maybe I should upgrade these. How many do we have? We have 7 trains. Maybe I should have upgraded these to diesel as well. Maybe that would have helped. That's actually quite a good idea. Maybe I'll do that next if we get any money at some point. I'm glad that the wood is working at least. Even without a resting spot, we're actually able to have a decent throughput on this sawmill. And I think we're actually maxed out when it comes to wood now. Yes, we are. It's really good. Let's see if we can make some money and then continue with upgrading all of these. That should hopefully make it so that we are actually putting up a decent amount of stuff on the behind here. Why are you deciding to go there when we are having... That's kind of weird. Are all of you deciding to go there? No, it's just him. Okay. That's weird. But that's fine. Whatever. That's fine. Still having guys running out of fuel every now and then. I did set up so we can have fuel over at the sawmill as well. I'm not sure he's actually keeping up. We don't have any fuel at the moment, so... Seems questionable, maybe. Could I clear out this? That... Or these guys go here instead? Then we'll do you here. That should allow us to store a little bit more fuel. Maybe we need 2 fuel trains there. Or a bigger one. That could be an option as well. At least we're making some money now, so maybe we can upgrade all of our smaller trains now. If I take this route and tell all of you to be upgraded to that, that's 400,000, so we don't have too much more to upgrade. What does it cost to upgrade these? Not to Dublin, the ones that goes to Mogadishu. There they are. So if we open that route and tell you guys to upgrade to this, that's like 800 grand. That's even harder to get to. Okay. I guess we're continuing to upgrade these one after another. Okay, so rebuilt this a little bit just to allow us to have a few more trains coming in on this. I think what we actually want to do is take off this guy as well, right? Yes. So we're currently having an issue with getting them to go into the station quickly enough. And I think this should actually help with that. So if we go there, no, there. So this should allow them to just select the fastest one, more or less. And we'll expand you and this. And I think that should fix the wood. That should double the throughput for this station. Because yeah, everything slows down because this is stopping up everything as well. We kind of need them to get to here and start piling up on the warehouse instead. Because my idea with removing the buffer here was that I would be able to use this as sort of a buffer. We would be able to have a few trains standing around here all the time waiting to deliver. But we didn't really have the throughput to actually realize that, so maybe we can do it now. There we go. Now they're actually stopping up here as well. So we're actually utilizing the backup that I built. I think we might be able to start selling some trains even. I think I'm gonna start selling the big trains that, or the small trains that hold up big trains behind them. There's no reason to have them around if they're not delivering, so to say. So let's just get rid of those. And this guy. I think we can just sell everything that is small on this. I think that is what I'm going to do. Got one more small train on here, otherwise everything is larger now. And yeah, this is way better than anything else that we have built. So you're the last one that's gonna be sold. Okay, we're actually making money as well, so maybe we can get our Mogadishu trains upgraded to diesel. Is that possible? Hell yeah. Let's get that done then. That's gonna do it a little bit rougher here, but I think we should still be able to get these updated. Nur is still running old trains. Okay, these are... We have a lot of potato trains here. Maybe I should start selling off a few of these as well. And we have a lot of those as well. Needs to be even more of those. Okay. Yeah, maybe upgrade the Nora ones as well then. If I have the money for it. 4 trains is probably not gonna be enough. No, that's like 500 grand. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We actually have a lot of standstill right here. Why is that? What are you waiting for? Ah, this guy. Do I not have all this time and I have not had any signals here? That's actually funny. I I keep doing that. I'm like halfway building something and then I either rebuild it or I just don't finish the signaling, for example. That is way too common. Let's see if that helps. Let's see if that helps. We kind of don't want them to stand around like that. That's not great. Everywhere else looks okay. You don't have any standstill. These are fine. Everywhere here looks fine. Philadelphia station looks fine. They're just filling up and leaving as well. Okay, here we have some issues. Is that an issue here or an issue somewhere else? No, it's an issue here. Is that still with... Yeah, we're actually low on cotton. Do I need to make more cotton? Probably, right? Yeah. Let's just expand this then. We're actually not producing that much cotton, so I'm not super surprised that we don't have enough. That kind of makes sense. We'll do that. We'll get one more onto here. Have him do that. Or here. Good. That should get us some more cotton, I think. Because yeah, we are having trains standing around there waiting for cotton when we could have them delivering cotton, since here we're actually out of it the majority of the time. So let's try to bump this up a little bit. How are we doing with fuel here? Quite good. Is it worth it to... No, it's not worth it to upgrade any trains here because we can't really supply them anyway. There we go. Get to you in here. Okay, I think that is producing enough for all of this now. How are we doing with potatoes here? Are we like overloading like crazy? Yeah, sort of. Let's sell one of those. Sell one of those. Let's set up you, 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 and you. And then we're gonna have these here again. Okay, I think we've pushed this to the point now where we at least are producing with the majority of this. Yeah, we're actually building up some cotton here now, so... And these guys are still not really expanding the clothing production, but he's doing something in that direction. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to be satisfied with that, actually. We're not really doing very well with money at the moment, but that is very much reliant on the clothing that we are struggling with. Wood looks really good. We don't have too many trains around here, but diesel also looks pegged almost all the time. I think this actually improved the delivery of wood or cut stone as well, to get all of those wood trains out of here. It seems like that actually helped, so that's good. And another thing that's maybe not as good is that this episode is over. And to go back to something that's really good is that there will be another episode later on in the week. So I'll see you there, and happy Labor Day, I guess. Bye bye, everyone.